in college football. How about the Deep South's oldest rivalry? If there's anybody that's smack dab in the middle of it, it's you. Literally, figuratively, in about every single way, Jack. And one thing that you do in Columbus is work really, really hard. We have a ton of respect for your operation there, the Highlight Factory. I love that. I wish I would have coined that myself. Get the copyright. You guys obviously a very, very busy week, of course, with Auburn and Georgia. And man, if I see one more headline that is on upset alert, I'm going to sit here and just start to actually believe them, because I'm not really there yet. And I'm trying to figure out, Jack, why are folks so adamant that this game is going to be close and or that the Auburn Tigers are going to get the win over Georgia?
See, the thing is, Simone, everything kind of lines up for it to say that it could be Georgia on upset, okay? And listen, Auburn has the talent. There's no questioning they have the talent, okay? But they have not been able to put it together this season, okay? I mean, outside of maybe the Baylor game, they haven't really been able to put together a full game offensively. And, you know, it goes without saying. It's been said, it's been preached. Nick Saban has talked about it. Journey here at night is different, okay? If you never experienced it, it's different. In my opinion, it is one of the hardest places to play. I don't know why it is not talked about.
I agree with you 100%. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know why it's not talked about more. Okay. It will be a hard environment. Even Kirby Smart has said it's not going to be easy on Saturday night. It's never easy when you go on the plains to play Auburn. And, you know, the rivalry, like I said, you know, and it's not saying that Georgia's been playing bad. Georgia's been playing fine. Okay, and you know, common knowledge would say Georgia should win this game easily, depending, you know, going back by how Georgia's been playing and how Auburn's been playing.
Sure.
But like I said, when you know how much talent that Auburn offense has, their defense has been phenomenal. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can't overlook that.
That's about 12 years into that, my guy. It's about 12 years strong. I mean, the defense gets it done. The offense can't score.
Exactly, but just saying. You know, at this point, in my opinion, I think Auburn's defense is playing at a championship level. I really do think
that's been said several times on this show. No question. I agree with you.
And so, if the offense can put anything together, that shapes up for a Georgia upset.
If I had a telling right now, Jack, I love you. I love you. And I'm telling you, it is like on repeat. It is on repeat in this building. Yeah. Gerhard, I feel like all of us are broken records. If the offense can just do something. We've said it under Coach Freeze. We said it in the 4 seconds that Brian Harsin was there. We dang sure said it when Gus was there. And it is a tale as old as time. It really is. Yeah. I just feel like there's a curse. I feel like there's a curse, G.
Yeah. And we were talking earlier this week about this matchup, and one of the interesting things is it seems like that Auburn can't protect Jackson Arnold at all. But it also feels like for the first time ever, Georgia's not very good at pressuring the quarterback. Is that another angle in game that you think can, go Auburn's way, where Auburn does pull off this upset?
I think if Auburn's going to have any shot in this game, they've got to be able to protect Jackson Arnold. And Gerhard, you're right. The Georgia defensive line has not been as feared as they've been in previous years, okay? You know, we talk about the defensive line for Georgia has been a NFL draft factory, basically, okay? And it's been different, okay? But at the same time, you know, it's an opportunity for Auburn if they can keep Jackson Arnold upright.
Yeah.
I mean,
or if he can get rid of the dang ball.
That too.
Jack.
That too.
Jack.
But
I have those triple sacks that are in Norman, like ingrained into my head. Gerhard and I sitting in Baumhauer's and literally just in utter. I said, if this dude takes a sack to end this game, I'm never watching Auburn snap. Now that did not last very long because I did continue to watch the game, but I literally could not believe he allowed. Just throw it anywhere. I don't even care. Throw it on the back of the end zone. Just don't take a sack and don't get a safety in the last play of the game in your former stomping ground. What?
Exactly,
dude.
And let's just be honest about it, okay? I feel like, and we're at this point where now I feel like this is a borderline must-win game for Auburn and for Hugh Freeze. I really, really do. He's got to coach his best game offensively if Auburn's gonna have a shot in this one, okay? Because at the end of the day, the buck stops with Coach Freeze, okay? He's the offensive play caller. He's supposed to be the quarterback guru, okay? And listen, the good vibes were there at the beginning of the season. You know, the win over Baylor had everybody, thinking, hey, this team might actually go to the playoff. But a game in Oklahoma that they should have won, and then that Texas A&M game, which might have been an insult to offenses everywhere. Like, you can't afford to lay an egg prime time at home against one of your biggest rivals. You can't afford to do it.
Bro, we got some funny people in Next Star. I swear to
I
God.
love
I
it.
laughed through Brian
love
a minute
it.
ago. Jack cracks me up every time we talk. And part of the reason I laugh is not only because you're funny, Jack, but I swear to God, Auburn fans entering the year with national championship hopes, only to start 0-2 in SEC play,
Yep.
with a coach possibly getting fired, is how many seasons in the last 13 that I've covered this team have we? Out of 13, I would say, I don't know, 11. That same storyline in some capacity has existed. It's exhausting.
Simone, this is my 13th college football season at this television station, okay? My first one was the year the prayer and Jordan Herring to kick 6, okay?
Hey, I was there too, my guy.
Well, I wasn't there. I wasn't working in sports at the time. I was working in our production department, okay?
Well,
but I was in our control room when both of those games happened over our air.
Yeah.
Okay? But, it's wild to see, essentially it's just rinse and repeat. It's rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Okay? And the expectations do not die down. It doesn't matter who the coach is. But, like I said, when you have the amount of talent that this program has right now, okay? Like, you've got to do something at some point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
I don't even, like, I think Auburn fans, I'm not going to sit here and say they're going to be satisfied with, losing a game against Georgia, but it might give them a little bit of hope if they're competitive in this game, okay?
Yeah.
Like, don't
go out there and make it close. I mean, I really hate to even say that, because then there's also the frustration of, if it's close, can you not win there in the end? But do you feel good that you didn't lay a total egg?
Yeah.
Let's take a listen to Hugh Freeze quick. I know we obviously had a couple of availabilities with the coach here. Let's hear what Coach had to say about the Deep South Ultra Rivalry this edition.
We definitely self-scouted everything to see where we're heavy tendency-wise on things, and then we had plenty of time, so it was both. Got a jump start on Georgia also, and but we did both. Sense of urgency is this. I mean, look, it's always a sense of urgency. You play in the SEC, and there's a lot of teams that are in situations similar to ours, and now it's about the next game up, and that's Georgia for us. And what an exciting opportunity, and that's what our focus is, and the sense of urgency should be heightened constantly when you get these opportunities.
Coach Hugh Freeze certainly knows what is at stake here. He knows how important this game is.